YouTube, what's going on? Lee here. Got some new tech, got some sweet lavalier mics now, so thank you. All the subscribers that came through this week, 30 plus new subscribers. I really appreciate that. And my goal is to pass it on by getting better and better. And one of the things that I did today was create a very, very long video about a touch-up clean on this. And I got a lot of B-roll that, well, now it's B-roll that I can show you guys when I start using software to do better videos. So along with this new sound system and microphones, I am going to start using software to produce better videos and more YouTube-y stuff. Not just about the Model Y. You know, it's what I did earlier, that I have B-roll and I'll insert it in various places in this footage as I learn how to use the software that I'm about to use. I'm going to get into, I guess it's a WeVideo. So that seems to be the best bang for your buck as far as producing video content. So now that I have the mic on, you guys can hear me better and I can kind of maneuver a little bit better without me, you know, always looking at the screen or looking over here like I've been told to look at the camera. So, you know, I'm learning. But one of the things I want to do is thank you guys for the positive responses. Like I said, over 30 subscribers, and y'all don't want to see me, y'all want to see this. So the 30 subscribers, and oh yeah, by the way, check it out, red tees to break up some of this monotony of just black. So red tees from Abstract Ocean, and that kind of just brings it all together. If you look at it from a distance, you know, the red tees really, you know, brings it all together, and I think that's the last thing I need. So just to go over once again all these accessories, the covers, and then the pedals, and these tees, and then the obligatory window, tints that's about to come, like everybody should do. So that's next. But the channel is not just about this. I mean, I don't want to get you guys fixated. Man, look at this. It's about to come and storm again. This is terrible. So the channel is not just about this. The channel is about cars. I want to do news. I want to do reviews, of course. The Camrys, the 2019 Camry XLE is not here. It's being mended because of some front end and side damage, and because it's 2020. So we just got a lot going on, man. Kind of a hard day for me. And when things are not going good, I try to be in here rubbing on cars, and that's what makes me happy. So I got out today, and even though it's raining, I did like a little maintenance clean, and I'll show you B-roll footage of me cleaning this up. And all I did was just clean it up with some, what did I use? What was it? Grill's Garage Speed Shine, and I'll be inserting stuff in this footage if I learn how to do it properly. And but I just wanted to one, get a video with this new sound because it hopefully will sound good and sound better. And until then, I really thank you guys. This is something that, you know, I would love for it to blossom into me, you know, becoming like a full-fledged automotive journalist, because that's what my dream job was going to be when I was a kid. I mean, I've been reading Motor Trend and all of those guys, and I've always wanted to be like that writer. I am a published writer though. I have some books that I'll be promoting, but that's not what this channel is about. It's about cars, but I am a published writer. I have 2 books out. Slaves to the Sword by me, under my pen name, which is Jack Cage. Slaves to the Sword, and then Teach Me How to Roar, which is written under me, Lee Harden. And when I write fiction, I write as Jack Cage. When I write nonfiction, I write as myself. It's just something that I do. So that's what's in my every description of my videos are links to my books. So if you're ever looking for something good to read, I would always be blessed to have you guys check out some of my stuff. But this is about cars. So what's next in the pipeline? Porsches, GT3 RS. Not necessarily Teslas. I mean, I like Teslas, but that's not what it's about. Car washing, I might talk about options. I do a lot of options trading. I have varying interests in stuff like that. So like I said, I'm a chef by trade, so I cook. So you might see me talk about recipes, or I might go into the house and show you how I feed my family, or if that's something that you're into. I don't know if the cross section of car people and guys that cook is out there, but if you're a fancy car loving foodies, then I might be able to talk about some food. But that's what I do. I'm a chef by trade, and that's what I do for a living. And I love and adore cars. So that's what this channel is about. And it seems like you guys really enjoy the whole car washing thing. And like I said, when I was in undergrad, I worked at a Toyota dealership, and so I actually do know what I'm doing. And a lot of the stuff that I'm telling you is not stuff that is just fly-by-night stuff. This is actual, real deal car detailing that you can do yourself. One of I think the most useful thing that I've done so far is show you the stuff about how to clean up the interiors of that Model Y when it comes to the toothbrush. That was probably some real cool, usable tricks, because a lot of us are having those kind of issues, especially with these Model Ys. So, I think that that could definitely come in handy. But car washing, detailing, waxing, polishing. I'm going to try to show you all that stuff. We're going to talk about how to spec a car. We're going to talk about buying the car. And like right now, we might have an opportunity. We have to buy another car. What does that car do for you? What's in that category? What do you need it to do? What is out there as far as in that class? A lot of people, I'm the guy that my friends call to ask questions about, well, what kind of car should you get? What's out there? I need to spend about $35,000. And I'm like, okay, that's what you need to do. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm that guy. And I'm sure you guys are like that person in your circle. But that's what we are. I mean, that's why we do what we do. So I want to be like the resource. I mean, I'm not going to do a 5 things I like or 5 things I hate. I think those are dumb. I'm not going to be buying stuff on this channel just to make the clicks, because I don't care about that. I buy stuff that I like. I buy stuff that I use. The GT3 is a dream and a goal, and that's what this channel is about. If you like it, great. If you like this, that's cool too. But I like everything. I like Kias. I like anything that moves, that has a motor in it. And that's the only way I can kind of explain who I am when it comes to these cars. So as things, come around, I got 30 new subscribers. I'm gonna shoot for my first 100. I got my mic, sounds good. And I'm gonna be producing, this particular video is gonna be the first video produced with software. So it's gonna be very YouTube-y, but I wanna give you guys a real good experience, because I want to really be able to do this in a consistent manner, where I can kind of convey my thoughts to you quickly with the kind of quality that I think I can pull off. But I have to educate myself on how this works. just like I had to educate myself on how to turn the transmitter on. This lavalier mic, I didn't turn it on, and I wasted 20 minutes of footage. So, but I think this is better, because I thought like the first couple of videos I was too monotone, so now I'm kind of getting into my groove with this whole YouTube thing. So, you know, let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's see if we can turn this thing into a 4 million subscriber monster, and you know, we start talking about, you know, getting cars, you know, that I can do real reviews on, because, you know, just like I did with this, you know, I want to be able to show you things that you might not experience on other cars. I mean, there's more to it than just how fast it can go. There's more to it than how much space it can go. There's so much more that's out there, because, you know, it's just really a part of my life, and I think that for those of us who enjoy cars, it's all a part of us, and that's what makes, you know, the whole experience special. And I think this could be something that's really, really cool. So as the air conditioning turns on, the Tesla, for some unknown reason, for example, this is something weird. When you go to the cooler, this is off for some reason, and then it'll only be air coming out of the driver's side, and I don't know why. And so it's kind of odd that I guess for efficiency it only blows air on the driver's side, unless you force the passenger side to turn on, which is blowing now, which is kind of odd. But this cover is pretty cool. I know I have ADD. I know I talk about a lot of stuff. I don't care, you know. And why did I choose this color? Because of that. It was the launch color, and I like cars from the launch colors. You know, Porsche has a habit of doing silver. Tesla chose blue, deep blue metallic for the launch, and so that's the reason why I got this one, because it was the launch color, and it looked really good. But what were some of the other choices? I've seen black on white, which is cool, but white on white, that would have been cool. But there is a problem with white on white. The bumpers, for some reason, aren't coming out the same way. They're coming out different colors. And I think the reason that is because this is metal and this is plastic. And that white is a pearl. And getting these two colors to match up when this is metal and this is plastic is the problem. So that's the reason why this and this aren't matching. That's coming from the factory with white paint. And so that's why it's problematic. So that's the only reason why I didn't get white. If they could have did a potentially better job with that, that would have been fine. And believe it or not, it's not always the case with the whites, but when you're dealing with a car, you know, when you're spending that kind of money, you really don't want to pick a color that they're having some issues with. And right now, white, in some instances, can be problematic. But blue, we're good. So, one subscriber asked about coatings. Heck no, we're old school. This is going to be good old wax and polish. That ceramic stuff is, you know, I'm not with that. You know, that is nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. That's your thing. That's cool. But for me and for this channel, we're going to do old school stuff. We're going to polish by hand. If you want to learn how to polish by hand, I'll show you. There's no need to wet sand because this is a brand new car, and the paint is relatively good. It's not, you don't need to wet sand it per se. We probably buff. There's some high spots on the rear door, rear passenger door that we could probably buff out, but they might take care of that when they replace the trim. Remember, this part right here has to be replaced right here. That has to be replaced. Later on in the month, got a nick here and a nick there. And then this guy right here has to be replaced, well, fixed. And other than that, the car was cool. So that's pretty much it. So thank you for your kind words. There isn't really anyone out there that looks like me in this space. And I think there's room. And I think that, you know, for what I'm trying to do, I think there's room for me. And there's room for us. Like I said, more upbeat, I get it. But I think that we have an opportunity here to do something, you know, really special. I want to talk about the new S-Class. I want to talk about speccing that. I want to talk about the new Escalade. I want to talk about Battery Day when it happens and the financial implications of that, because I am a shareholder, and you should be too. We definitely talk about that because, of course, I love options. So we definitely talk about investing in cars, and we could definitely talk about that. If you're curious, my investing handle is Autobahn Trading on Twitter and Instagram. Matter of fact, let's talk about social media. I'm Flex6King on Twitter and Instagram, Autobahn Trading on Instagram and Twitter, and Jack Cage Writes for all my published and print media is Jack Cage Writes. So Autobahn Trading, of course, cars for stocks and options, Flat6King cars, and Jack Cage Writes for all my books. So not bad. So this is week 2, and we are just getting started, but we got some things to work on. Like I said, we got to talk about this 911 GT3. We got the new one coming out soon. It's in testing right now in the Nürburgring, and that's going to be awesome. We have the new S-Class, definitely want to touch base about that. General Motors is putting out some really, really good products as far as SUVs. The new Suburban's out, new Tahoe is out. The Bolt is, there's something going on with the Bolt. We can talk about that. BMW lost their minds again with the grills. So we got a lot of stuff to get to, and I really don't want to talk about this too tough anymore. But you know, the reason why I brought it up, why is this wet? The reason why I brought it up is because, you know, it was the newest thing going on in this garage. But for the channel, we got a lot more work to go. So I'm gonna let it go. This has been a 18-minute long video, but I just want to thank you guys once again. Thank you so much. I mean, I really, really enjoyed all the responses, and you know, I'm gonna be playing with the graphics and stuff like that with this new program. So